we just broke the all-time highs of 21. So they were like 68, 70,000. So we broke 68, 70,000 on Bitcoin. Then we went up to 100. And I said months and months ago, and I even said weeks ago, that markets like to stop at big round numbers. And we're going to spend some time chopping around 100,000.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Dan Tapiero dives into whether Bitcoin DeFi will explode in 2025 and if Ethereum can make a big comeback. Let's catch him up and see what insights he shares.
I still think that that's my view. It could be days, weeks, months. I don't know. 100,000 on Bitcoin seems to me to be like the biggest of big round numbers. You know, if you've owned Bitcoin for a long time, or you bought it in 2019 at 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, a lot of people are sitting on very, very large gains here. And some of those people will want to go out and buy a new house or a car or do something else. I don't know. So I think you have a natural 100,000 was a natural profit taking place for many, many people. So I think we're here for a little while. Could, as I said, months of just sideways chopping about. And you can feel the angst a little bit on Twitter, on X, right? People are like, oh, I read a story today. The Bitcoin highs for the bull market are in. So I highly doubt that a mere, 40, 50% rally above the previous highs is the end of this bull phase. I think we're resting here. And look, conservatively, I've been saying about 150 to 180,000 on Bitcoin. That's been my sort of conservative view. That would take Bitcoin up to sort of like $4 to $5 trillion in value. I think that's a good place. It could overshoot and head up to 250 though. There is a world where it can go to 250, 300. I think in this bull market, it would be maybe a little tough for me to see it above that. But anybody who's underestimated Bitcoin has lost. So I don't want to be the guy underestimating Bitcoin. My first three funds were called 10T. It stood for 10 trillion. And that's the whole value of the ecosystem. I thought, we were at 300 billion in the middle of 19 and that we could get to 10 trillion. I think we're going to get to 10 trillion this cycle, right? 5 trillion potentially on Bitcoin, 2 or 3 trillion on the other coins, and then another 2 to 3 trillion on the value of the businesses that are drawn up in the space. So I think we hit 10T this cycle. Could be at the end of this year, maybe mid-26. And then I think after that move, of course, we'll have another bear market, just like we did in, second half 22, 23. What traditionally happens when people buy their first Bitcoin, no matter where it is, they buy it, and then they start doing some research. They start poking around. Maybe they buy a little bit of Ethereum. Maybe they get a wallet. Maybe they go on Coinbase or Kraken, right? Maybe even Gemini. They sort of branch out. They start doing a few different things. And then at some point, they find this whole world of decentralized finance. And I think one of the problems with the DeFi world to date is that it just has not had that sort of pristine form of collateral at its center. And facilitating Bitcoin at the center of DeFi, I just think it makes sense. Think about all of the people who are active in DeFi. They're, really crypto, I call them degen, but it's really people who are active on all the various blockchains. They're swapping, they're staking, they're getting involved in governance, there's a whole world out there, of a decentralized finance world. And up till now, wrap Bitcoin, which is really the only Bitcoin that can be moved around in DeFi, it's still a very, very small percent. I think it's maybe 20 billion, which is only 1% of total value of Bitcoin, right? Total Bitcoin value today is around 2 trillion. So, so 20 billion is about 1%. I would think that in the coming years, certainly the next 2 to 3 years, as people become more familiar with the DeFi rails, that they'll want to move their Bitcoin around in some form of wrap.
Warren Buffett, famously skeptical about cryptocurrencies, once called Bitcoin rat poison squared in 2018. Yet 7 years later, his investment vehicle, Berkshire Hathaway, finds itself tied to a thriving crypto-linked stock. Berkshire's investment in New Holdings, a Brazilian digital banking company, has drawn attention as new shares soared 27.43% in 2024, showcasing a surprising shift in Buffett's traditionally cautious stance on digital currencies. New Holdings launched its cryptocurrency platform, Numen Crypto, in 2022, enabling users to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, and stablecoins such as UST Coin. Recently, Numen Crypto expanded its offerings to include Chainlink and Uniswap. While Buffett himself remains critical of cryptocurrencies, Berkshire Hathaway's gradual increase in news holdings, rising from 0.1% in late 2022 to 0.4% in 2024, signals a pragmatic approach to embracing fintech opportunities in emerging markets. This unexpected venture into crypto-related investments demonstrates the potential for even the staunchest critics to find value in evolving financial ecosystems.
I mean, I've been positive pretty much the whole way, and I said so on Twitter, and was bullish at 300, 600, when it dipped down to 12, 1300, 3500, 3300 is a pretty high price. I think it's doing well. I would say Bitcoin and Ethereum are the core assets of the digital asset ecosystem. They have achieved network effect. They have the largest, on Ethereum, the largest number of programmers that are working on top of it. It's the most, alive. I mean, some people would argue Solana. I think Solana is just a little younger. It's trailing behind Ethereum in its development. And if you look at the prices as well from inception, I think what Ethereum is doing is just completely normal. And what Solana is doing following Ethereum is also quite normal. Those are the three, I think, that are, the core assets. Solana is probably transitioning to that. But I mean, Ethereum is a very well-developed ecosystem. I don't see, it'll have its ebbs and flows, but and nothing has proven a better smart contract platform that we see. So people in the space are just very impatient. Markets do the most that they can do to frustrate the greatest number of people.
A seismic shift in U.S. cryptocurrency policy appears imminent as President-elect Donald Trump readies an executive order that could redefine the nation's approach to digital assets. This move marks a stark departure from the enforcement-heavy stance of recent years, signaling a new era of collaboration and innovation in the crypto sector. Central to the plan is the integration of cryptocurrency into federal policy, a strategy aimed at bridging the gap between private companies and government agencies. By aligning their efforts, the initiative seeks to enhance the legitimacy of digital assets and foster their adoption on a national scale. This collaborative approach includes the creation of a Crypto Advisory Council, a groundbreaking platform for industry stakeholders to directly influence regulatory frameworks and ensure policies align with technological advancements and market dynamics. One of the boldest aspects of Trump's vision is the development of a national Bitcoin stockpile. With the U.S. government already holding Bitcoin valued at over $20 billion, expanding these reserves could establish Bitcoin as a cornerstone of the nation's financial infrastructure. The stockpile would not only bolster Bitcoin's role in global markets, but also solidify its standing as a credible financial asset. Trump's proposed regulatory reforms aim to simplify compliance and offer clear rules for the industry, fostering an environment conducive to growth. By promoting innovation, the initiative could attract institutional investments, making the U.S. a leader in the global crypto landscape. With Bitcoin prices surging in anticipation, the executive order promises a transformative impact on the future of cryptocurrency in America. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.